This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with the UFC Hall of Famer, the legend, the boy from Jersey, Frankie Edgar. Frankie, I'll start with this one. So many of your peers yesterday were like, I love Frankie Edgar. He's exactly, the most blue-collar guy on the roster. Everyone was like, we need more ambassadors, more guys like Frankie. What does that mean to you in a business and a sport that has so many personalities?
It means a lot. The respect for your peers is kind of what everybody sets out for, and I think it's a testament. I treat people well; they treat me well. You got to treat people how you want to be treated, and that's kind of how I go about my way.
People always talk about, with the social media era, harder to be a superstar. It's harder to have like those things, the McGregor attention and the money and the stuff, without being a little outlandish, right? You're obviously a guy who built a following just being yourself. What advice would you have to those guys who are like, man, I don't talk trash, I'm not really interesting, but I want those things? What would be your advice to them?
Win fights, train hard, put your head down, do the work. Winning has a way of taking care of things. Luckily I won the fights that I need to win to get the title fights and all that stuff. So I may not have done it through social media or talking on a microphone, but your actions. I speak with actions, I guess. And to these young guys coming up, set your goals, work hard, put your head down, and make sure you make the best of those opportunities, because they don't always come.
What fight week in the UFC would you say was the craziest? Was it going to the Middle East to fight BJ Penn? Was it some of the other maybe domestic ones? Which one had the most stuff happening behind the scenes before the fight?
There's always something. Honestly, a fight the first fight in MSG, that camp was a really rough camp. But I was able to get to the fight, felt good fight night, was able to win. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Dealing with little odds and ends. But every camp has something. Every camp, there's never a perfect camp.
And then my final question. Obviously very well known for your work at 155. You got a dominant champion in Islam Makhachev. Young Frankie Edgar. What's his game plan to go out there and try to dethrone a guy like Islam?
Oh man, Islam's quite a bit bigger than I, especially when I was at 55. Just like I fought these big guys, I'd have to keep my feet moving, try to land a lot of punches, and hopefully get a takedown. But on Islam, that might be tough,
I'll be honest with you. I think the way you used to move, that speed advantage, I think that's a lot harder fight than a lot of fans may even respect today. I think personally that would have been a scrap.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Thank you. I believe in myself. Islam's a stud, so he's the guy now. That's all that matters,
Frankie, congratulations. I know you got a lot of people to talk to. Thank you.